colors. I am here with a Technique Tuesday for you, and we are going to do some emboss resist watercoloring. So first thing we have to do is emboss. We are using the stamp set Loyal Leaves, and it's one of the cling stamps, so we're going to use these. We don't really need our Stampin' Pierce mat for that because there's already foam included, so we're good to go. We're going to be making a slimline card, so we're going to do some panels that are long, like this. And the size of these are going to be 3 1/4 by 8 1/2 for the very long one, and the shorter one is 4 1/2 by 2 1/4. So we're going to do some gold embossing, and I just want to do some of the different leaves. I'm going to use an embossing buddy just to get rid of some of the static on our cardstock. We're going to use Versamark ink, and we're going to use some gold embossing powder. I'm going to go ahead and ink up our stamp. To do that, they can overlap, that's not a problem. Just kind of alternate where I place them, but I want a semi-diagonal across my panel. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing with the small one. Maybe do a little bit less. Maybe do some off the page, off the corner like that. So come in from this side. Sprinkle my powder on, some of it back. Off the excess, and there, see, we have some leaves. I'm using Shimmery White cardstock for this because it can take a little bit of water. I didn't want to use watercolor cardstock necessarily, so I'm using the Shimmery White. All right, I'm gonna take my embossing gun, let that heat up a little bit. Left with the most beautiful and delicate design, and it's all embossed in gold. So pretty. I really like this stamp set. The level of detail that you get from the cling stamps is so beautiful. I decided I wanted to go a little further and do some stamping on my background cardstock. I'm just going to repeat the same process. Versamark embossing buddy, stamps, more embossing powder. Our Cajun Craze is 3 1/4 by 8 1/2. And look at how that gold just pops on there. Beautiful. I am going to take our fabulous water painter. These things are brand new and they're so big. You get a lot of water in here. They open counterclockwise, which is a little bit different than any water painters you may have used before. So if you feel like you get it home and you're like, why can't I open this? Counterclockwise. I'm just gonna squeeze my ink pad from upside down. So squeezing the bottom of it. I'm gonna get a little bit on here and it worked. I'm just gonna squeeze my water brush and get some water on the tip. There you go, watercolor. It's glorious. I'm just gonna put this all over in different spots. A little bit more water. This is Rich Razzleberry that I'm painting with right now. And I want to add, squeeze from the bottom. Oh, look at that. That is a saturated and dark color. Oh, that's gorgeous. Love it. It's one of my favorite colors for sure. Hands down, fave. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. You see that the embossing is resisting the ink beautifully, but I do want it to be just kind of messy and loose. I'm gonna use some pumpkin pie. Oh, that's a nice color. My last color, I'm going to bring in some Bumblebee. Get some golden color in here. I'm going to use my Wink of Stella. This is my Rich Razzleberry Stampin' Right marker. We'll start with our card base. We have a card base that is 7 by 8 3/4, and it's scored at 3.5. This is Crumb Cake. We have our Cajun Craze piece. Put that on here. Some seal. That's going to be our background layer. And I have another piece which is 5.5 by 2.5, and this is Blackberry Bliss. And I just put some of the satin gold trim ribbon around it and tied it in a bow. Then we have our painted centered piece, which I'm going to use Seal Plus. See, a very strong adhesion. So that is going to be how our card looks, and then we just need a sentiment. We're going to stamp Happy Birthday to You in Blackberry Bliss Ink. And then we'll mat that on a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Then we will put this using dimensionals onto our card. So we have our Happy Birthday to You stamped from the Best Year stamp set. Okay, I'm going to stamp Wishing You Your Best Year Yet on the inside of her card. Use a piece of Cajun Craze. I ran out of Seal Plus, so I'm going to open a refill. It's a cartridge that's just ready to go. Just pop it back in like so. Close your case, and you're ready to go again. Just advance it till you see the little lines. Layer for the inside and lay them down. And that's going to be the inside of our card. So we have a cute slimline card. It's a happy birthday card with a fall theme for a fall birthday. I hope you like it. If you'd like to purchase any of the items that you've seen me use, go ahead and check the description box. There'll be a link there to my store. You can use my host code for this month, and if you spend $50 or more, I will send you out this month's card kit as well as some free gifts. Thank you. I hope you like and subscribe.